Hello boys, Yoshi here, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. We last left off completing some quests in both Frontier Village and Valak Mountain. Some quests that we've waited to complete for quite a while. We actually managed to gain a lot more levels from it than I expected, and after exploring one secret area to get us all the way to level 52, it's finally time for us to continue the storyline. So we'll start by getting some crystals from here, I guess, and I'll just show you kind of the settings that I have planned. I guess first I should get my Monado shield up so I can survive longer, because getting that up is apparently now more important. As a side attack, confuses Mechon. Okay, well that's a good time for that. So anyways, we've gotten quite a bit of new abilities, as you can see, and it's time to set up for the final battle. We'll do that. Okay. So, I guess the only other thing that I'll show off, at least that I know of, is when we went to set up our characters, I did do some different steps, so I will go ahead and show that now. So, I did go to my equipment and equip everyone with the anti-Mechon stuff, so right now everyone can damage Mechon, which essentially prevents us from having to do Monado and chat on each Mechon fight. So now that that's done, let's put the Dixon here and see what we could do. Alright, it's finally time to tell him what's happened. Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down.
Okay.
I can't believe they're sticking homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkhar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I'm giving up trying to figure them out.
Okay.
It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkhar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Now, just to be fair, I've learned a lot more about this game now, so I have a better idea on how to use the Monado, so hopefully I should be victorious, as long as I have Shulk as the party leader.
My duties as seer to consider.
Yeah.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be alright getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Okay.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Okay.
Go dying on me, Shulk.
Okay.
Right. You take care as well.
Alright.
Cheers.
Now we can finally go through the game now. Of course, we already mentioned that.
Looks like it's just us.
Alright.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
Okay.
This feels so funny, finally getting to the area that appeared in the intro Sword Valley.
At last, we will seize our destiny.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Shulk?
We probably should include Dunban in this party, but I don't want to right now. I'll see. Now, I already mentioned what my final party's gonna be like in one of the previous videos, but I'll still show it again. Oh, what is this?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And the face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end.
Okay.
Although, perhaps there are still things to be learned from having them challenge the boy.
Okay. What is he trying to say? Regardless, I think that's that true leader that we need to try and take out. Okay, so my party is gonna be, Riki, Shulk, and then, Sharla for the final battle. We probably do need a hero for this final battle, considering it's probably gonna be the hardest of the battles to do. Okay, what do I get? Burst Affinity to fill more of the party grudge. Healing Arts restore more HP. And that's for Shulk to equip. Actually, no, that's Riki to equip from Shulk. Okay. Okay, let's change the skill links a little bit. Sure, I'll just do that. I don't think... Okay, well, I want to get rid of one of Riki's big ones, so let's do that. And make it so that we can burst Affinity to fill more of the party gauge. Oh, wow, that's an expensive one. That costs 45 coins to do. Okay. And then we still need 6 more to remove. There we go. That's one of the ones that I wanted to equip for a while anyway. Our useless one. Oh, she has a similar thing, but unlike before, we actually want ones for the ether crystals stuff. Okay, well, looks like there's no point in not doing anything else. Okay. Well, that took a while to set up. Also, we got some new art, so what does that do? Charlotte got a new art. Here's a headshot. Inflicting instant death on enemies suffering days. A 15% chance of inflicting instant death on an enemy. Okay. Of course, some enemies are also immune to it, so it's not like that does anything anyway. Now, this is the area ruled by the Mechons, so we can't just waltz in here and do nothing. We're gonna have to probably kill some of them as we go along. We came a long way through just to get through this area, so we're definitely gonna at least attempt to go through it now. I thought that there was going to be something else to do, but I think I figured out what that area was. It only appears once just to be sort of a distraction, and then after it appears, you straight up can't do anything else anymore. Well, it looks like we can't go for this gate regardless of what happens, so we have to go for the secret entrance instead. I'll wait to examine that until later. We get to finally figure out where the enemies are. Here's a couple of them. I assume we can't examine that. It doesn't seem to do anything. But there is another way to go anyway. Below we have the fortress units, which are extremely massive and we should not be attacked. But we'll see about maybe testing our luck at some point. Of course, right now I'm not super interested in doing fights. I'm more interested in just scaling the wall and trying to reach the end here. From the looks of it, our best way of getting around here is to just use the higher up parts, so I'll just do that. Not even bother going down on the lower part then. Sure, we'll just go ahead and explore all the secret areas where there are ether stuff first, because, yeah, that's clearly where we need to go. If we can find a secret area, that would give us some experience. Okay, nope, it's not going to be that easy. We're going to have to go from a different direction, apparently. Oh, we have some new enemies that are trying to take us out. Flying Mechon. Offensive Mechon Plus. Just flying around. So previously we did a big fight here, but now it's like changed a lot. Wow, that's a long path to get up to that area. And that's a fake spot that we can go. So we'll have to go around it instead. Of course, knowing the perfect party for this would probably be very difficult to figure out. All I know is that Shulk is basically required, sort of, for all of his overpowered Minato abilities and so on and so forth. Okay, we found a base of the Mechon, the Dogon Outpost. Oh! Dogon Outpost is occupied by Mechon, surprise quest. Delete their leader and take control of the facility. Okay. So now we finally get to do some fighting in here, from the looks of it. So, anti-Mechon armor we are wearing essentially lets any character damage Mechon regardless of what they are. Meaning, all I can do to aid up the fight at this point is Minato Buster. Previously, only the Minato could damage Mechon, but they have since found ways around that by making other characters some anti-Mechon weapons. What's this do? Oh, okay. So that's a thing that you can use to activate a gate that'll let you go through a barrier, which is kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, they're great. There's one of those guys again. Time to do the classic run away thing. Remember the strategy where we would just kill the leader and then ignore all the other stuff? Well, yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. We're gonna have to kill everything but the leader. Okay, he's still after us. Well, in that case, that removes the alert guy. It's good that he just came directly to us like an idiot. Of course, everything is starting to do a lot more damage since it is the final area of the game, but it's probably not going to make a big difference. As long as we have Cheryl on our team, we can heal through most of this damage anyway. Okay, that takes out the first obnoxious guard. So remember the strategies we did to try and complete some of the quest? Well, we're going to have to apply those again. Essentially, we're going to have to go in, kill some of the mecha, and then run out, and then immediately try the entire fight from scratch again, once all of the minions are down. And if it works, it'll allow us to essentially take out enemy set, and we don't have to worry about anything else beyond that. But otherwise, if we didn't do that, it would be a very hard fight. Of course, in addition to that, there's also a lot of other things we have to do as well, such as making sure to get other characters out. I'm gonna go risky and try and kill both of them just to save time, because I don't want to take too long dealing with them. Okay. Alright, we got a chance to use Minado's shield. Cool, we made it miss by giving us Minado's speed. Try and hit him from the side here. The only thing I really learned well with bosses is you don't actually want to try chaining attack them until the very end. And you don't want to use Minado's stuff either. Instead, you want to wait for them to do some kind of super skill. So, like when you see the future, and then just use the shield to block that instead, because that'll make it a lot easier. Because if I just go for damage, then it's just going to get Oaken right away. But since this is a Mechon, I guess I'll go ahead and at least attempt to damage it. Like right there, that's where we want to be doing stuff like that. Well, it doesn't really make a difference, I guess. I think the major thing we really need is just our ability to essentially just use it when we need to. I guess the major thing that I learned is don't use a chain attack until the very end, because if you wait until the very last minute for them to do stuff, then you can attempt to change the future. That's what makes this so good. Okay, so that causes it to go to 1 now. And we killed him anyway, so it wasn't needed, but it's fun to do anyway. Okay, so we got a lot of experience just from doing that. Okay. Well, that was definitely worth it. And we didn't even need to flee because that monster was not as strong as I thought. I mostly started doing this because when I initially started doing this, I was so annoyed that some of the elite monsters were killing me non-stop, so I was trying so hard to find ways to get around them. And that's the major way I finally figured out how to take around them. as fun and as it might be to chain attack is actually kind of bad, and if you want to play safer, you should probably actually save the bars for reviving heroes, because when you save bars like that, then you essentially get free chances for a hero to revive you. If you don't have any bars and your leader dies, it's instantly considered a fight loss, and you go back to your wherever you were before, and then you have to redo the fight from the beginning. So, yeah. Before, I did not know anything about that, but now I do, so that'll help me out quite a bit with this final area. I only just relearned it by going through the game and looking through the tutorials again, and finally finding out about it. As soon as I learned that, I was like, wow, I've been missing so much stuff, I guess. Well, since we didn't do this before, we should definitely use this now. Okay, so that just activates gate lock releases, I guess, on each of the gates. So we do that and then head to the gate, and then if we head to the actual area of that, we can do the gate lock release and just go in the normal way. And that opens the gate. But I don't really see what use there is to open it, other than maybe getting to a secret pot early and being able to explore the lower part of it better, maybe? Because, to be fair, if we're trying to avoid the enemy, shouldn't we just be going higher up? Well, I guess we could just do this straight away, and it won't matter then. Okay, well, regardless, though, we opened that gate, so now onto the 5th gate. Ouch, that puts us right in front of the area where we could potentially get hit. I was about to say there was very few mechon in the first area. They were all down in the bottom, and now we're finally starting to see some. We should probably try and take them out for quests later in the game, but I'm probably not going to do that all the time. So we'll go ahead and activate that, but we're not going to actually go there. We're going to continue going through this area the sneak way. And of course, we weren't able to get into the previous area before, so let's go ahead and try and figure out how to get into it now by heading to the separate area. Because, yeah, that's a thing that we have to do. Now, even if I don't finish in this video, I still want to try and finish this as soon as possible. I think since some of the quests are starting to get obnoxious, I may straight up just skip those completely, or sort of do those off screen and then show the completion of the quest instead of completing it myself, because you know how long those things take, man. I don't want to spend too much time. But on a different note, let's at least try and collect all of the mining deposits around here and explore as deep in here as we can. Regardless, this is the fire area of the game, which is really fun. Okay. I wonder where the secret areas will be in Sword Valley. But anyways, this is cool. So we went through a lot of this game just trying to explore different spots and doing our specific things, and now it's finally all led to this. We finally are back in the area where it all started, where the intro was. It's like kind of like that area sort of in Final Fantasy X where you see it as part of the storyline in the intro, but you don't actually see it for quite a while. And then you finally get to the area like, wow, we're already here now. We've come such a long way. I know, right? Yeah. It's really fun, not gonna lie. If there's one thing I've learned about these facts, it's actually avoid the gray enemies and try and go for whoever's highest level first. Just because if we remove them, then there will be no enemies left to damage us. I keep on trying to go for my basic attacks, but I keep on dodging, and that causes me to do stuff. Okay. Quality plug. Whatever that thing is. I guess. So we're technically doing what the game wants us to do. We're going up high and avoiding all of the enemies. Because otherwise we would have to battle a bunch of big mechon, including the big boys. Wow, that's a super big boy, by the way. That thing's like, that's like literally as tall as one of the giants that the game mentions about. Of course, in this area, Roly-Poly from Ricky is very effective because the enemy is so massive that I bet it'll work well for the bigger monsters. Alright, what's this again? The Fortress unit. I assume they have some kind of super ability, like sometimes they have in some of the RPGs, so I'm not going to even bother dealing with that. Also, we could just fall down from this side, so we'll do that to skip that a bit. And continue going through. Looks like we've reached another gate, but with no way to pass it. We have to find another control tower to advance further back here. Of course, we found the other gates rather quickly. So maybe we'll find the other one as well. Let's go in here and get some items as well as take out more of these guys for levels again. It feels really cool to just destroy the mech on a melee, where previously in the initial game we would deal 1 damage to each of them with each attack. And then you get here with a really overpowered Shulk and a slightly powerful party, and now it's like you just use 1 melee attack and they just die. That just feels like sweet vengeance, to just be able to kill them like nothing ever happened. Sure, we'll kill you as well. Of course, because we went for the anti-mechon armor and other abilities, that means that all of our characters are able to damage mechon. Otherwise, we would have to use enchant with every attack. So, to be fair, buying the anti-mechon weapons is probably the best thing to do. I think at minimum you could probably buy 3 of the 6 weapons if you wanted, or I guess 2 of the 6, since Shulk already has the Monado, which can also damage mechon. Alright. A new location, the Ether storage area. That's a huge amount of mechon. Maybe I should try not battling them like that. This area is a lot more huger than I expected, by the way. To be fair, it's the final dungeon probably, so it's to be expected, but still, this is ridiculously big. And to think I still haven't even found a way into the Bionis' interior. It's probably like another one of those quests where you have to use an item to get in there, or find a completely secret area, which means we still have to explore more of the entire game before we can even do that. Well, whatever this gate is, it doesn't seem like anything's blocking us from just going in here, so start by exploring this area instead of where we probably should be going. I'll probably waste some time going around, but I like exploring all of the areas first before we do anything else. I will just casually walk on the high area to avoid all of the Metcon down below. Okay, looks like it's not as easy as we thought. There's a giant pitfall gap preventing us from going this way, so we're forced to go back. But if we could get over... Oh. That was unexpected. Okay then. That's fine then, I guess. Well, now we're in the area with all the main mecha. Still evade them if we stick to the walls here. Okay. Oh, that flexible unit thing. That's one of the things that kidnapped one of our friends. Juju got kidnapped by one of those things. A bigger version of it. At least that I know of. So there's some hidden stuff up there. Ooh, I want to actually take this out. I want to see how, if we can... I feel like I'm kind of I am testing my strength a little too much, but I feel like I could do it. Of course, against the regular enemies, we could probably just buster them with mostly no problem. Okay. That's 4, meaning if we had a shield of rank 4, we could block that. Those are its arms, by the way. Okay. What does this equipment do? I'm just curious. Well, some of it may be useful, but I still don't know yet. Right now, I've only found heavy equipment, and currently, because of the way it's set up, only Ryan can equip those. Oh, and the best one in here is just an Empress, right? Really? I thought there were more stuff like that. Well, I guess if we wanted to, we can equip it, but why would we remove gear with gems on it for this? All this heavy armor stuff has not really been working out, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we need to find something that's heavy that actually has blue on it. Or is not light, I guess, rather. Just faint again. Oh, here's a landmark. The control base is occupied by Mechon. Defeat their leader and take control of the facility. Another surprise quest. There's lots of these surprise quests all of a sudden. Well, we're gonna go through and fight all of the monsters in here first. I don't really care about that guy, by the way. We'll just kill him first. We just need to be quick about it. And... okay, that was close. That was a little bit too close. Now it's time to run. How far will we have to flee? I know, under. Okay, we should try and take out the guard first. Next. There's a little tiny spider that has apparently a very high sight radius and reacts to sound. Would help if I could just get up here, maybe. I dare you to come right to my face. Come on, dude. I can't just have this guy come in and instantly attract all the Mechon. We need to kill him first before we do anything in here. It doesn't matter how much bars we have or anything else. We need to make sure this guy dies first. Okay, we distracted him. He will not be able to do anything now. We'll start with Minato active for the next battle, if we can. Alright, now that that's done, let's take a look at where the big guy is. Is the Tranquil Morax with 2 minions, from the looks of it. Can we just go to the side and avoid him? Nope. Okay, we're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna take out the minions and wait for an action from the big guy before we use our Minato. And I guess I'll go ahead and use that. We probably don't need that, but it's still really helpful to activate when I need Mechon. Here. Okay. Alright, now something's appearing. Just a heart attack. I'm not sure if the shield can block that. Let's see. Okay, well, we can give speed to him. He keeps changing. Okay, we caused attack to mixed. Okay, good. So he was trying to take out the healer, but we were able to change the future there. I like how immediately after that we can, okay. As for the actual chain attack, we should probably actually use it at the end when he's got, like, no HP left, just to ensure the kill. Because in reality, we should probably try and focus on using stuff. And here's a big attack. It's a 6! It's a 6. That's unblockable. I straight up can't change that because that's at 6, but we also have bars, right? Yeah, okay, Ricky's just gonna revive us. And then do our second one. We'll use that and we'll be good. So, if we had shield at 6, we could have blocked that, but we did not, so we could not block that. Also, if it's a weaker attack, it may not work for using the big attack. Also, I like that as soon as you change the future, this music starts playing, which is kind of interesting. It's turning into one heck of a fight right now. As long as we have bars, we can just revive non-stop until he dies. That'll let us take care of most of the major things. And we can build that off the weaker monsters, no problem. And there we go. Looks like we got level ups from that. Some of them went from 51 to 52. And we're gonna get another gate lock Reese as well. This one is for the one back at the plant in the other area that we couldn't go to, which will once again open up another secret path. But I think I'm done with doing this. I'm gonna go in and try and trigger the storyline now. Silly as it is, I don't want to take too long with this, so I want to try and get the storyline done if we can. That is. So we'll finish this off by just heading straight to the ether storage area. Or the area we need to be, at least. Whatever it may be. Because I'd say I was kind of done with just doing quests non-stop. Most of the rest of the videos just been like side quests non-stop the past 2 videos. But now it's finally time to play for the game and try and finish it off at long last. Okay, we're gonna take you out. Shulk is a really good double attack rank, I like it. Nice, instantly killed one of them. Where did he go? He was confused, so he just walked a different way, I think. Because he was not even damaging me, he just walked away from me, okay. Again, like I said, I prefer taking out the enemies that are strong. Unless it's a boss, then I will always take out its minions first, just to have less enemies for my friends to fight overall, and then we could just deal with him by himself. But in regular battles, I take out the enemy that's the highest level to reduce the immediate threat. Alright, time to trigger this. Let's go. So what do we got here? This entire area looks black.
Hey, look. Can we get in through there?
Can we get in through there?
It looks as though it's unguarded. It should make for a decent entry point.
Now's our chance, Dunban.
Yes. But don't lower your guard. The Mechon may just be hiding.
Wow, there's another spot to go into. Whoop! Not done yet. Gonna continue going through this. Okay, we're near the center now of this area. Still quite a bit to explore. Oh.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, it's Mumkhar.
How predictable. I knew you were going to come.
How could you? How could you do this to your own kind?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just having the time of my life here. Ain't that the point? I even get to take out that annoying Monado brat.
Oi, Beardy! You're talking pretty tough there. Don't be so sure you can take us all on by yourself.
Come on! I ain't that stupid.
What's that sound?
You scumbag!
Well then, Monado boy. Think you can do it? Can you kill them all?
Oh my gosh, what is this? All of a
I
sudden.
wonder who's inside. Who could it be? Your Looks like we have our first contestant. Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
What's that blackness?
It's just like with Sansa. Shala, look out!
Too bad she won't give me much of a fight.
Okay. Still into a cutscene.
Shulk?
Everyone, watch out for the green claws and the other one's spears. There's something different about them.
You catch on quick, boy. You're right. These weapons are special.
Alright.
They were made especially to decompose you homs. No, wait. Any being from Bionis.
How can that be?
I don't know about all this technical stuff, but it's something to do with that ether. Ether is like the Bionis blood. The fortress sucks its blood out for us. Then we use it to make this green liquid.
You monsters!
Pretty clever, don't you think?
Alright.
This world suits me just fine, Dunban.
Mumkhar, you're gonna pay.
I'm tired of your yapping, Mr. Hero. I'm gonna squish you like a slug, right here where we shared such lovely memories.
Okay. There's still minions on the side. What is this gonna be? Oh, okay. Screw it, I'm just gonna go in. And here we go. We have actually quite a bit of enemies to deal with. All of a sudden. This is sort of an unfair fight, so right now we need to go for these guys right now. Right now, I'm more interested in dealing with the minions ever than Mumkhar right now. I will definitely use this as much as I can. Nice. Thanks, Ricky. I needed that, for sure. I feel a big attack is coming soon. Let's wait for it and see what happens. Okay. Looks like it already came and it was nothing at the moment. Alright, one more baddie left. Just Mumkhar left now, and he's not even a boss, he's just a normal enemy now, all of a sudden. In the previous fight, Mumkhar was a boss, but now he's just normal enemy. Oh! 4. That's a 4 rank. Oh. Now I kind of wish I had something to cure poison. Oh, looks like it went away anyway. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. We have Shara. One of her abilities cures poison, I think. So it got removed really quick. Okay. Okay. Days? Days, eh? Okay. Well, thankfully we have the revive. This is why I never use chain attack against these kinds of things. Okay. So that was like his super ability. He just hit us down, knocked us back, did something else, and then we, got hit all of a sudden by stuff. Also, no one's getting any kind of stuff there. That daze is probably the most obnoxious of the stuff. The fact that it auto-dazes everyone. That means it's like 3 minutes before you can even do anything. Okay, we got him.
Too much. The Monado is too much.
Yes, this is the power of the Monado. You wanted it, so now you can have it, Mumkhar!
I'm better than all of you.
He actually has the anti-mech enclave too, so this is perfect. Whoa, what happened?
Get out of my way, Shulk!
It's Mumkhar. He's not a mechon.
Have you forgotten everything he's done? Where is your killer instinct? Now is the time!
I hate him, Dumban, for what he did to Fiora and the Emperor. So of course I want to get my revenge.
Shulk.
What is this cutscene? But
Face Mechon are not like the others. They're people. Like us. Are you really willing to kill another Homs?
Yes, sometimes needs must.
Even if it's Fiora? What then? When we set out, I wanted to destroy all Mechon. That was my aim.
well, okay then.
That there are people inside. I have to know why. What's the reason?
That was a really good fight, by the way. We played that really well.
Mechonists have to keep on fighting.
That is why you save your chain attack in this game. Even though you could probably get more chain attacks by the time it goes out, if you use it at the wrong time, you just die. It's better to just use your bars on reviving your characters. That pillar.
I will never forgive what he's done. And yet, your words, they ring true. I feel their weight. We have to help Fiora now. We'll worry about the rest later.
Right.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Mumkhar? We haven't got time to be playing around with you.
You always had to have the last word. Just die!
No!
Just
Don't move!
die!
Oh, I think he gets what he wanted.
Mumkhar!
No! No! Not like this!
To be fair, he deserved all of it. He's the most brutal of all the face mechon. He's literally the most brutal of all the face mechon. Yeah. Well, so now the traitor that has been chasing us for more than ages is finally dead, so now we don't have to worry about him popping up every 15 minutes. Now, what about the leader of these mechon? We still haven't done that, so maybe we could do that now as well. Also, what is going on? Alvis is in here. So what's going on?
They are of surprisingly little use, those visions.
Because he could not save his majesty. That was within the margin of fate. It was not Shulk's fault.
So you side with the boy?
Did you find anything out?
I don't know.
I did. It is most fascinating, this spear. The green fluid alters and destroys the structure of the ether, which is the building block of life on Bionis. It appears to have been created from ether energy drawn from the blood of the Bionis.
Could that explain the ether flowing through Sword Valley?
I do not think it is the only reason, but it is too early to draw conclusions.
Is there a countermeasure?
Creating antibodies is a simple matter. We will be ready.
That is good news.
Remember, this statue will awaken if we don't do something, if we just let the Mechon keep on destroying this area. So we essentially have to destroy Mechonis once and for all to end this. I believe I found out from one of the other storyline cutscenes that the Bionis might come to life again if we don't do anything. Awaken.
At least he's out of the way. Now we just need to get inside. They're in there. Fiora and the Golden Mechon.
She just falls off? Okay. That sounds awful.
Shulk. What's up?
Did you see something?
No.
Trying to lie again.
You did see something.
All right. It was the Silver Mechon. Fiora. She's definitely inside the fortress.
All right. At least we know what to expect.
So, Fiora is inside. I can't let that vision come true. I have to save her.
By the way, how does the area just keep on falling out all the time? Okay, so it looks like doing that part of the storyline caused the game to register another landmark in, which is good, because we really need some more landmarks here after what's been going on. Hey, there are the enemies. I sworn I was wondering where all the enemies were. I literally went through all this only to not find any enemies. Now I head down here and suddenly they're back again. Well, that's nice. It's nice to finally have something to battle again. We haven't really used the chain attack in a while. We should probably actually do that. Early on, it's not bad because it does a lot of damage. It can kill some enemies really quickly if you know how to do it, but... Okay. Since it's been a while, I should probably at least attempt to use a chain attack thing. Okay. Nice.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
These guys give a lot of experience too, because it's so late in the game that everyone's starting to give experience now. Holy crap, this area is massive, by the way. This is just the first part of it. Imagine how much more massive this is gonna be. Well, on a different note, it looks like we are done with all the stuff that we can go through, at least in this area. That storyline mostly took up our time. Well, to be fair, I didn't expect this to be the end, like, right away. To be fair, there's probably would have still been some more stuff to do, but anyways, in chapter 11 here, anyway, this is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video where I guess we go back to try and finish some of the side quests and then head back here to finish the game. Because there is one quest that I am stuck on, so I'll probably try and finish that first. Get stuff for my collection quest second, and then I'll try and finish the game. So, anyways, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.